We're back, baby. Lockdown Universe. It's been too long. We back. And what are we back with? Back with some good info for you. Not just the normal crap, we're talking about the good stuff. So welcome back to Lockdown Universe, home of the bizarre, peculiar, and unheard of stories of UFO legend and paranormal lore. Welcome back, after feedback. So, what are we going to talk about today? Man, it has been a while, and I'm trying to get back into the game. Man, life has been wild. I've been kind of hit with different illnesses like every other week, so I've been trying to get back into it. But I'm here today. Never know if you're gonna be gone tomorrow, but yeah, just a lot of weird shit going on. So I don't know if Deep State's trying to take me out or what. Maybe I'm giving out too much information, like a couple of the listeners were talking about. But anyway, today we're going to talk about something that's been like all over the internet recently, and I mean, last day, in like the last 24 hours, and it's been multiple different sources, multiple different pages putting it out all over Facebook, and I haven't gone on TikTok yet, so I haven't really checked it. But the reports are that China has already moved into a new industrial age. And they're calling these factories dark factories. Why are they calling them dark factories? Because the lights are off. Why are the lights off? Because they are fully autonomous, smart manufacturing. They are driven by AI. They're also driven by the Internet of Things and big data analytics. So China is way beyond us, according to these reports. And these are reports from people in China that have lost their jobs, that do work for these companies as well. Like, the upper echelon has talked about this, and they basically laid off all these people. And so what is it? What is it really? A dark factory refers to a manufacturing facility that's fully automated, does not require human workers on site. These factories function continuously, 24/7. They reduce the labor costs, they enhance efficiency, and they ensure consistent product quality. So they're basically working everybody out of a job, except for the elites that own the company, right? So what can these companies do? Let's take a look at it, and let's see if what some of the people say on the internet, I was going through the comments, some of the people on the internet were saying, basically humans buy products. We buy products for humans. We only need the products as needed, and we don't necessarily need them to be overproduced. So they're saying that the cost of creating these robots will be too much, and it doesn't make sense. Well, if you make the robots and the robots can work, I don't know, 100,000 hours without having to be replaced or be updated, you might be fine, right? So let's see what they can do. So number one, there's complete automation. We get that. They operate in the dark. They don't need light. They can work in complete dead of light. The power to just have the lights on in a huge factory is insane. I used to live next to a huge car factory, and these things are like, they're miles long, and the amount of product that they push out are even bigger than the factories. They're just miles and miles of cars. And think about the amount of lights that you need to keep on a building that's that big, and the amount of power. But we don't have perfect power yet, right? We don't have free energy yet. So number two, smart machine collaboration. So advanced AI and the Internet of Things powered machinery works seamlessly and communicates between machines. So it allows real-time adjustments, and it predicts maintenance. So it's not like humans that are working behind the eight ball. The systems are already working together cooperatively to make adjustments, make maintenance requests, and maintenance themselves. It's crazy. Number three, AI-driven quality control. So the quality assurance in the dark factories is automated by AI and machine learning. These systems continuously monitor products for defects. So you're not going to even have a defective product typically. Yeah, you might get one that slips through, but typically it's going to be better than humans that are just kind of eyeballing it and just saying, "Oh, okay." You know, this stuff's going to be, it's going to have cameras built in that can sense even the most minute problem with a product. Number four, precision dust-free manufacturing. You don't have to have a person coming in and out of these factories that often. Maintaining a clean environment is crucial in these industries like electronics and pharmaceuticals. The dark factories integrate autonomous dust removal systems that prevent contamination without human intervention. Wow, nice. So while we're already having problems with job security, China's already taken more jobs away. We got Doge that's taking jobs away in America. We got Meta that eliminated like half of its engineers, moved to AI. And these are just the biggest industry leaders, right? This isn't even like anywhere near the middle of the game or middle of the road for a lot of these, middle-sized companies. They're going to take them out too. Where's the money going to come from for the people that lose their jobs? Is there going to be some sort of like similar to Sweden and some of these other Norway and other countries that have allowed for the innovation to occur while not allowing their population to default on all of their loans, right? It's really interesting. Number five, unparalleled production speed. So, yeah, it's going to blow human production away. And number six, sustainable and energy efficient operations. Dark factories prioritize sustainability and optimizing energy consumption and reducing waste. So you don't have Billy Bob Joe going into the factory, eating food and wasting time and da 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 da, which is what a lot of people do. They just waste a lot of time at work because they don't even want to be there. They're just doing like the bare minimum. AI powered systems adjust energy use dynamically, making manufacturing more eco friendly. And then the rise of these dark factories, this is like the prediction, right, is fueled by significant investments by and in automation technology. Companies worldwide are allocating billions of dollars to develop these next generation production systems, right? They're recognizing that potential and they can see that they can increase the output, lower costs, and maintain the high quality standards. These modern dark factories they do span tens of thousands of square meters in China already and are designed to mass produce consumer electronics, automobiles, pharmaceuticals, high tech products. This is really interesting because Canada and China now are in a tariff war, just like America kind of positioned. Um, was it China put 100% increase on tariffs to Canada? Canada's getting effed over, aren't they? So that's interesting. The evolution of smart manufacturing. So the dark factories basically represents the next phase in the industrial age in an automation. So these early systems are basically going to be AI driven. Today they're already fully autonomous. They run in China already. It's only a matter of time. Just like when we said, "Hey, COVID's over in China. COVID's never going to come here," and then it came here like the next month. What do you think these fully automated companies are going to do? They're going to move over here. They're not going to pay tariffs if they're building the product here. The only problem is that it's not going to employ a bunch of Americans. It's just going to have a bunch of people maybe build some of it, but that's about it. And then nobody's going to work there. So, what's the impact? The impact is that there's going to be some global competitiveness. Companies are going to start investing in the smart factories and trying to gain a competitive edge, but it's going to take out a lot of people's jobs. And we've done this in the past. Okay, I have a neighbor that used to work for a fruit company, and they were moving from the old punch cards to new electronic punch-in systems and payroll systems, and he was in operation of that. He's 90 now. He's in operation of that. What 50, 60 years ago, he was working on that. Now, guess what? Now he put a lot of people out of work doing that. Not in a bad way. It was just his job, but the future of technology just continues to push and steamroll forward, and we're gonna have to find new and innovative ways of making money. Seems like seems like I don't know. The only way is to become like a TikTok content creator or something. I don't know. They're not paying people on Spotify for podcasters jack shit. So people are moving off of Spotify. They're moving on to YouTube and they're moving on to TikTok where they can try to make some money. That's the shame. Is that like these companies that can make money, they do, and they make it at a really cheap cost, and they reap you know all time earnings, and it comes at the cost of the human laborer. Even this product that I'm making right now, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this to connect with my community, and it sucks that I haven't been able to do it for the past couple of weeks, regularly. But I've been pretty regular for the past 5 years, and I make a lot of content for Spotify, and it's basically the CEO said it's basically free for them to create all this content, which it is because they're not compensating people very much. So you got these systems in place, these dark factories, these other systems that are basically reaping all time rewards and not paying out for it. So and then they're gonna put people out of jobs. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. These dark factories. Can you imagine? It's like fucking mind blowing, dude. Like I'm so used to driving past factories. I'm in my later 40s, and I'm so used to like driving past, you know, companies, buildings, in the 90s, people working their butts off, and these lights being on. The future is going to be lights off factories. You might not even see these factories. They might be out in the middle of nowhere, but they're still going to have to be close to like main roads and things like that so that they can have access to moving their product. But it just seems to me that it's a bad. We're moving way too fast with AI, way too fast with these companies. And maybe you like it, maybe you're excited for it, and I think everybody is to a degree to see what the future holds. But at the same token, what I see the future holding is a whole bunch of people with no jobs, and a whole bunch of people getting pissed off, and a whole bunch of people not being able to afford this new economy that we have. And that's not to say anything about any political party or anything like that. It's just the economy that we have. It everywhere the prices have gone up a lot, and so unless we can find a way to bring them down and do like universal basic income, you're gonna have a lot of people, you know, I don't know, doing things that are gonna be, you know, a problem for a normalized society. So hopefully we can figure it out before it's too late and stuff gets bad. But that's my talk and speech on these dark factories. What do you think? Do you think that they're good, bad, indifferent? Do you think they're going to help? Do you think they're going to be negative? Um, do you work in a factory? Do you see this taking your job? You got to think. These factories are going to work with artificial intelligence and Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is your Amazon speaker, your Alexa, your phone, your refrigerator if it's connected to the internet. Anything that's connected to the internet, it's going to connect to the Internet of Things. Pretty soon, we'll have systems in place with your refrigerator, with your phone, with everything that you won't even need to order anything. It'll already know that you need it. Doesn't matter if it's strawberries or if it's a hat or if it's a new pair of boxers or whatever the case is. All these systems are just going to know whether whether it's through your camera or whether it's through you just talking about it, and maybe even thinking about it. Some people, and this is I don't know if this is true or not, but some people believe that 5G was not only the next step in generational technology for video and communications on the phone, but also the capability for it to mind read through brainwave signals. Now, it might seem sci-fi, but there are technologies out there that can manipulate and read brain waves to understand what you're thinking about. And people are always fascinated by an advertisement that pops up on their Facebook, and they're like, "How did it do that?" And then normal common sense would say, "Oh, well, you were talking about it." But there are many times where people aren't even talking about it, and it pops up, and you can say, "Oh, well, that's just because the algorithm's so good. It knows that if you were talking about, I don't know, a Ford Mustang, that you might also like, I don't know, Shelby's or something like, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, or I don't know, maybe you like something else, but it's like, it's too good. It'll come up with something like, I don't know, vanilla orange cherry Coke, and it'll say, yeah, yeah, if you're looking for that, we got it. Something really weird that you're like, holy shit, that's like really specific. So just think about that. That if this thing's working with Internet of Things, it might already be able to read your mind and know what you need. And that's why you get all these suggestions on Amazon and Facebook and Google. Just saying. All right, guys, I'm gonna roll out. I love doing this podcast. I'm gonna find some other good info for you and bring it to you, and I will get back on it. So thanks for listening. Take care, and leave your comment in the comment section, man. I love to hear from you guys, and I always communicate with my listeners. So if you post a comment, I promise to respond back. And there's only a few people doing it right now, so if you want to talk, let's talk. Put a comment in the comment section. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves physically, spiritually, emotionally. Follow through on your hobbies and your goals and your dreams, and as always, continue to question the universe around you. Till next time, guys, take care. Lockdown Universe out. Peace.